episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. I'm your host, Sam Randazzo. You want to turn your sound off there, bud?
Sorry,
Jesus Christ.
I have my ringer off.
Oh, my God. To my right, it is the one and only Uncle Sam.
Hello.
And to my left is none other than our very own Mr. Zola, Mike Pelzola.
Blessed.
Behind the computer, swimming in a pool of ass.
As fuck.
Just drowning in puddles of goo.
I'm muted. Oh, wait.
It's Bruce the Tugboat Venditti.
Hello.
Welcome, everyone.
As you can see, he was extremely cross-eyed right now.
Yeah.
Because he's
He's
so
just,
high he can't function.
he is so creepy. Uncle Gary
Creepy
joins
Uncle
us in
Gary.
studio today. Gary No Football back again,
Gary
joining us in studio.
higher than Bruce.
Wait,
Where's
he at?
There he is in the corner.
Oh, wow,
There he is.
there he is.
There he
Welcome,
Higher than Bruce.
creepy Uncle
Modelo.
He
Gary.
adjusted
Creepy
his
Uncle
hair as soon
Gary.
as the camera hit him.
Creepy Uncle Gary.
Got five pistols on him.
A face pretty enough for fucking TV there. Anyways, welcome.
Why is it the light and darkness? How did you mess that up?
The what?
It doesn't fit. The light at the end of the tunnel doesn't fit on TikTok. So I put the light in darkness.
That doesn't make any sense. Can we change that?
The light and
Dude,
darkness.
it doesn't fit. What else are you going to put?
I
You
hate
should have told me.
You are awful at your job. I just wanted to let you know.
Give
you
me the
suck.
character limit and I'll fix that.
You're just a disaster, dude.
You're a moderator. I don't know if you can change.
You hang out with Uncle Gary for a little bit, and then the next thing
All
you
hell
know,
breaks loose.
I can
you
mod.
are so
All hell breaks
baked.
loose.
I have mod capabilities on this live right now. Is what you're telling me?
Yeah, but I don't know if that means you can change the actual live name. I don't know.
whatever. dude.
Sam's a moderator. You're a moderator. I'm a moderator. We're all
Suck.
moderators.
Shout out to Allie. Thank you. It is a very nice shade of pink. Uncle Sam already made fun of me for it.
It's the same pink in between Bruce's thighs.
Yeah, just a nice pink ass. Okay. Well, that was a hell of a way.
comment.
That was a hell of a way to start the show today. Oh my God. The Christmas crazies are kicking in full effect. It is December 20th. It is week 16. It's crazy times. We had a game last night to recap with pretty big playoff implications. Don't look now, but the Bengals are hot to trot. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's realer now than ever.
Moving them up to not out of it.
I am moving them up to not out of it.
If they get in, and it ends with them going to Kansas City or Buffalo and beating one of those two teams, which I am so down for.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice? We got a whole bunch of games to pick. Week 16. I did the math yesterday. We have less than 20 shows left before Super Bowl.
Thank God.
It's down into the teens. If you check today,
We're not running it. Are we going to run it 3 days a week going into the Super Bowl?
no, because there's no more fantasy. So Fantasy Frenzy goes out the window on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's more like
So it's more like 14
recap
now.
Monday, pick Friday.
Right, that's it.
No.
It's depressing. Sucks that football season's
We
coming to an
see
end.
your fantasy questions popping up. Give us a second. Let's all take a deep breath here.
We're getting there.
We're easing in.
Yeah, so Raider Nation Raw on the TikToks already bringing up David Montgomery today, who is electing not to have surgery. He is just going to rehab, and he should be back for a playoff run. Uncle Sam, your thoughts?
No. Dumb. Shut it down, dude. Go do what you need to do. Get healthy. Stupid.
You think so?
Stupid.
Zolo, your thoughts?
Listen, he's going to need surgery. They know that. He's already had 3 opinions on it.
This is
And
different than
I think
Hutchinson.
to risk injuring him worse is a bad idea.
Yeah, this is different than Hutchinson in the sense that there's a. I mean, if there's
I'm
no,
going to be honest with you. I think the same for both of them.
you know what? No, because
I
Hutchinson's
believe
not
the
going to
same
get
for both
cleared
of
to come back unless it causes a problem. That's the difference. Hutchinson's in
I
his
don't
time frame.
trust it.
That's fair. You also
Yeah.
don't believe in concussions, though, so you have to pick.
I'm sorry?
You also don't believe in concussions, though.
What the fuck you mean I don't believe
You
it?
didn't believe what was going on with Tua. and why he gone
I
IR.
don't think, listen, I've had a concussion more than once, and it doesn't take you fucking 7 weeks to come back from it. That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit.
My thoughts on
I don't give a
Montgomery.
fuck. I'll challenge anybody out there who's had one and tell me it's been 7 weeks before you start feeling right.
Remember-
That's horseshit.
Oh, you go. Go ahead.
Can you concuss Bruce so we can see how
I'd
long
love
it
to
takes him come
concuss
back?
Bruce. Bruce is already concussed.
How long do
He
you think?
concussed himself, him and Gary football.
How long do you think it would take you to get blood to come out of Bruce's ears?
Gary football.
Your thoughts
My
on
my
David
thoughts on Montgomery is
Jerry West.
it's Montgomery's different than Hutchinson in the sense that if there is a chance to re-aggravate, and if there's some assurances.
I just don't think it's a good idea. It's just my opinion. I probably feel different. Listen, as a player, I'd be playing.
In
I
Uncle
wouldn't give a
Sam's
fuck if it was
medical
or not.
opinion. he
I would
thinks
be
David
playing,
Montgomery should
but why risk your career going forward?
Yeah, if
know
there's
what I
if there's re-injury, I guess that Carson Anderson, Doug Karsh brought up a great point on 97.1 this morning. He goes, whatever you think, should he come back, should he not come back? The difference between it, he just gave a really nice juxtaposition of the culture of this current Lions team compared to the ones in the past where you had Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson retiring early because they didn't want to get injured anymore and they didn't want to play. And now you got guys that are
That's not true. That's not true.
okay, whatever.
That's not true.
Anyways, you have guys now that are chomping at the bit to come back while they're currently injured because they want to help this team try and win something at the moment, and I think that's kind of cool. That being said, what's going on right now is it reminds me of Blake Corum 2 years ago with Michigan. That's the example that I could think of. Michigan, he doesn't need surgery. We can bring him back. Michigan brought him back, and he was ineffective and couldn't do anything. And he honestly didn't even take a snap in the Ohio State game. Like nothing came of it. So how effective are you if your knee's shredded? You know,
I don't. The two people you mentioned didn't retire because of injuries. They retired because of the fucking culture here.
Exactly.
And they knew it was going.
That's what you validated me completely. That's what I said. They were injured and banged up, and they're like, "Do I want to wake up and come out of bed and keep doing this for a team that isn't going anywhere?" Whereas guys now want to do it for a team that's going somewhere. It's a culture thing.
That and I'm sure he has some incentives too. In his
Couple things on TikTok. Queens Boulevard. If your daughter is watching, I apologize because nothing's going to change here. Baldo,
Excuse me?
shout out to you.
What was that?
I got it. We're good.
What does that mean?
He said, "Please don't curse. My daughter's watching."
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's a mute point.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to Starduster.
I apologize. This is kind of R-rated, though. You might want to send her in the other room before you watch this.
Starduster in the TikTok chat has a difficult decision to make. He's got to sit 1.5 point PPR league between Chase Brown, James Cook, Bucky Irving, or Chuba Hubbard.
Bucky Irving.
That's your sit this week?
It's my set this week.
Why?
I don't like him this week.
Why?
I don't like him.
Oh, okay. You just woke up and didn't like Bucky Irving?
Don't
today?
like Bucky Irving.
Zola?
In that scenario,
I think I'm going to almost agree with that insane logic. But
I'm Bucky Irving.
yeah.
No, I just don't like him. this
You're
week.
you're sitting Bucky or James Cook. You're sitting one of those two.
Picked up Patrick Taylor Jr. from waivers. Should I start him in the flex or stick with DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is a
Moore's a
top
must-play.
15 play
Dumb
this
if
week.
you don't play him this week.
Do I start Russell Wilson, Mahomes, or Love?
Mahomes all the way. Mahomes all the way.
Jordan Love.
I think I agree with Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing.
Mahomes all the way.
They're playing the Saints, and Jordan Love is one of the hottest quarterbacks in football. Toyotathon's still going on.
Green Bay is
It doesn't matter. You're going to see the
favorite,
most.
dude.
I'm sorry. You're going to see the most dynamic, super performance from an actual hero you've ever seen this week by Patty Mahomes on one leg.
Darnold or Penix? The answer is Penix.
Penix all the way.
Oh,
Best
man.
player in the country.
I disagree with them. I'm riding Darnold at the moment. If you have
Welcome,
Darnold,
Penix.
you're probably playing him. And then in order to beat the Seahawks, the Vikings are going to have to pass the ball. So I'm going with Darnold in that situation.
I'm actually taking the Seahawks this week.
Jaden Daniels or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Patrick Taylor or B. Rob? I don't know if that's Brian Robinson or Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm playing Brian
The
Robinson
B-Rob.
or Bijan
Either
Robinson.
one.
B. Rob.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson ate the last time he
Either
played.
B-Rob.
He played the Eagles.
You guys want to talk about last night's game?
Yeah, that was a great game.
It
by
was
the
a
way.
game with some playoff implications. We had a play happen in the game for the first time in 50 years.
Yeah.
The free kick, fair catch, field goal with zeros on the clock at the half. So I guess there's a rule where if you get a fair catch, you can opt for a free kick from wherever you take the fair catch. And the Chargers used that going into the half with no time on the clock and got 3 points out of it. I didn't know it was a thing.
You know what? I
Leave it
didn't
to
know
Jim
either.
Harbaugh to know.
I didn't know that either.
No, I heard it was his.
He said he had tried it at San Francisco one time, and they missed it bad.
I heard it was his special teams coordinator that kind of came in and was like, "Oh no, you need to do this." But I'm sure Harbaugh still knew. His brother was a special teams coordinator, and his son Jay is now the Seahawks special teams coordinator. So I'm guessing Harbaugh knew, but I'm sure there was like a little bit of what's going on. Oh yeah,
Chad disconnected. Hold on.
the YouTube went out. Oh no, we're good. We're good on YouTube.
We're back? Are we back and better than ever? Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Howdy.
All right.
Sorry about that little technical difficulty there.
That was
Bruce
cool though.
difficulty.
The kick was cool.
What?
I watched it. It went through like a wave. It went from one monitor to this monitor to my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been a few issues with the Wi-Fi here as of late. I've come to notice. Might need to address that at some point. So an interesting scenario unfolded now with this game, and I want to talk a little bit about that. But overall, what did you guys think of the game? It looked like this was going to be Denver's game to lose very early on. At one point, it was 21-10. And I thought the Chargers were cooked.
The free kick changed everything.
The momentum off that free kick really did change everything.
Yeah,
because after that,
We're not on.
It just went out again.
the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Don't X nothing out. Just give it a second.
It says it's on. On the router.
Hold on. The alarm didn't turn off.
Trying to reconnect. Get a 12-minute countdown or something? 12-minute countdown. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're cooked right now.
That's the live for TikTok. I think we're back up.
Are we?
Yeah. Oh, look, live disconnected again.
For YouTube or TikTok?
That's TikTok. Someone in here say something. Yeah, it just went out again. It's connecting again. It's just going in and out, dude.
The TikTok or the internet in general?
The internet in general.
The internet.
Because I can't pull anything up on my computer right now either.
Do you think that nasty whore next door has got something to do with this?
Fucking thought I had was somebody's fucking with your shit.
No, it's been fucked up. It's been iffy. Like in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and I'll have like 4 notifications from Simply Safe that it's come on, off, on, off, on, off.
See, that's the problem. Your security system is connected to the fucking Wi-Fi. Yeah, well, it's giving.
That's the point, you stupid bastard.
Does it still work?
Does what still work?
Like, dude, does it still notify, like, if someone...
Are we down still or no? You watched the game, obviously, correct?
Yes.
Your thoughts on the Chargers' ability
Well-
to overcome that deficit and get back into it?
I thought it was more of basically Denver just, I don't know what happened to them in the second half.
Coaching was bad in the second half.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what Sean Payton was thinking.
The punt with 5 minutes to go from midfield.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go for it.
There's a wonderful account called the Surrender Index on Twitter, and it gives like the percentages of how much you cost your team a game by making a decision like punting or kicking or whatever. The Surrender Index was 100% on that. Like that was basically we're giving.
I thought he should have went for it, but you know, he's not Dan Campbell. I get it.
Zola, your thoughts?
Yeah, that was a great game. Vibes were good. If you've ever been to SoFi, I know you have.
Yep.
SoFi always gets rated by opposing teams' fans, no matter if it's Chargers or Chargers have a bigger fan base than a more rooted fan base than the Rams. But no matter if it's a Chargers game or a Rams game, the building gets raided. And Denver's close proximity. It's before, the Thursday before Christmas, so there were a ton of Broncos fans there. It sounded like a college football game on TV. The vibes were just really good. Herbert just kind of exploded in the second half. It was fun to see. As a Michigan fan, the Haskins touchdown was cool. The run, the Justice Hill, what's his name?
Gus Edwards.
The Gus Edwards run, the beast mode run.
He had 68 yards all night, and 44 of them came out.
That
of
was
one
so
carry.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude,
The-
That's what they need. That's what they needed to put them over the top.
Yeah.
man, was to be able to run the football against.
you can
They
tell.
did it at the end.
You can tell they were embodying their coach's intensity in the second half.
Oh, Herbert had a few good runs in that second half, too.
Yeah.
Overall, the Chargers looked like a team that just wanted it more last night, I think. Denver, they came out so flat after the half and just weren't able
Yeah.
to get anything going off.
They weren't able to make adjustments, and
No.
that's unusual with Sean Payton.
Real quick on TikTok from Beto Garibay, Darnold or Love, rain make a difference. I think he means the rain in Seattle. If I have Jordan Love right now, there's only 5 or 6 quarterbacks I'm starting this week over Jordan Love. Darnold is not one of them. You guys?
I agree. I'd roll Jordan Love right now.
DK or Drake London? DK's been 9 points or less in like 5 of his last 6 starts. Jackson Smith and Jigba is a target whore, and DK is going to draw. He's going to draw whoever the best. If it's Bynum or whoever, he's going to draw the Vikings best. And they play the Vikings play a funnel defense to where they get beat in the slot. So it's going to be a Jackson Smith and Jigba game. What are your guys' thoughts? DK or Drake London? Drake London was my answer to the question, basically.
I like-
Drake London.
I'm favoring Drake London right now, especially with Penix. I think he's going to have to find him quite a bit.
Tyrone Tracy or Rashad White?
Give me Tyrone Tracy.
Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy's fine. I'm fine with that. Darnold or Penix? We did that already, right? I said Darnold. They said Penix. Dowdle or Irving? If you have Rico Dowdle, you're probably
I'm rolling
starting
Rico
him.
Dowdle. Play the hot
Yeah.
hand, man.
Keenan Allen, Zay Flowers, Tony Pollard. Pick 2, Uncle Sam. Allen against the Lions. Flowers against the Steelers. And then Tony Pollard against the Jets. Right? No, I'm sorry.
I like Pollard.
Who did the Titans
and,
play? I think they played the Jets. No, that was last year.
Keenan Allen.
Tennessee plays Houston. I don't
Houston.
like Pollard this week, actually. Give me Keenan
I
Allen,
like
Zay
Pollard.
Flowers.
Yeah, give me Keenan Allen and Zay Flowers, I think, as well. We already did Darnold or Love.
Yeah.
Tracy, Kendre Miller, Kelsey, or Jackson Smith and Jigba. You only get one out of those guys. Jackson Smith and Jigba, if that's the case. All right. Sorry, I think we're caught up.
So the interesting thing that came from this game now is that Denver is kind of in a situation where I think they could lose that playoff spot. Because next week, they go to Cincinnati. And if the Bengals win that game, all the marbles come down to week 18 where Denver has to go to Arrowhead. And the Bengals have to go to Pittsburgh. If Denver loses the next 2 and Cincinnati wins the next 2, Cincinnati takes that final wild card spot over Denver. What do you think is the possibility that Cincinnati gets in? Because there's one glaring thing for me that I could see them not, and that's if Kansas City clinches the 1 seed prior to week 18, benches everybody, and Denver gets an easy win.
Can I tell you what's going to happen?
Sure.
Denver's going to go into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals next week.
You really think so?
I do. That I do.
Why?
I think one coach is going to punk the other coach. And Denver has the perfect defense to play into winning that game. They're going to stop the pass. They're going to make Burrow and co. run the ball. You're going to see a lot of Chase Brown on the ground, right? And Denver's equipped to win that game. They're equipped. They're a cold weather team equipped to go into Kansas City and win, equipped to go into Vegas and win. Now, of course, they didn't win last night. I just think the Chargers kind of understood the assignment and turned the gas up in the second half. But if you're going to rely on Burrow throwing the ball 40 times and dishing it to Higgins and what if there's one cornerback you're going to like against Jamar Chase, it's Pat Surtain. So I just think that Denver has a good shot to win that game. That's all. But whoever wins that game probably gets in. I think we could all agree on that.
I agree. Okay. Let's talk about this week's games. Let's jump to Sunday. Do we have anything in TikTok we need to address?
Yeah, we do.
Hit me.
Jordan Love or Tua or Stafford? No,
Who's
it's
Stafford play this week?
Stafford is going to the Jets. I think I'm
like
going to play
Stafford.
Stafford.
Jordan Love for me.
Stafford.
You have there's not many quarterbacks that are playing better than Jordan Love right now. Extremely hot. Pollard or Metcalf in the flex. Do we already do that?
No, Say Flowers was in there. I think
Tony Pollard.
I don't love the matchup for Tony Pollard.
I don't love the matchup for Metcalf.
I don't either. I don't love either of them, but I think I would lean Metcalf. But that just sucks.
Darnold or Purdy. Uncle Sam, I'll let you take that one there because it's easy.
Darnold at Seattle.
I'm gonna say Purdy.
Oh Jesus God!
I'm Darnold.
Purdy at Miami.
I'm gonna say Purdy at Miami.
The Dolphins' pass defense is now top 6.
I know. I
Somehow,
lean Darnold.
lean Darnold is fine. Walker or Spears if Pollard sits.
Walker. If Walker plays, you're saying he practiced, right?
Give me Tajay Spears very hesitantly because I think Kenneth Walker's still banged up, and if Pollard is banged up, you're going to get a lot of carries.
All right, we're caught up.
Okay. Starting it off, we're going to Arrowhead. The weather on Sunday is 48.
Saturday.
Oh, excuse me, on
These
Saturday.
yeah, we got 3 Saturday games tomorrow.
37 and full of sun at Arrowhead. The Chiefs are hosting the Texans. Patty Mahomes is playing with an ankle injury. The Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites. The over-under 41.5. Kind of low for a Chiefs-Texans game. I'll let Uncle Sam take this one.
After we pick
Taking the
this,
Chiefs in the over.
After we pick this, we'll get to your TikTok questions. Uncle Sam, Chiefs in the over. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Chiefs in the over.
You got a prop for us?
A Travis Kelce anytime touch.
Oh, that's real cute.
What's the over under?
41.5.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change that. Hollywood Brown anytime touchdown.
I'm going to go with Houston in this game, and I'm going to take the over. Houston needs that. Houston needs a statement win. If they're a division winner going into the playoffs, they need a statement win. Kansas City's been shaky. I'm sticking with the narrative that Kansas City doesn't win. They haven't beaten a really good team yet this year. I think that they'll beat Houston. This is a statement win for Houston if they pull it off, even with injured Mahomes. Give me the over, and I'm going to parlay both running backs. Give me a Joe Mixon anytime, parlay to the Pacheco anytime.
Chiefs in the over for me. Bruce? I don't think that Houston has the juice to beat Kansas City in Kansas City.
Patty Mahomes will pull off one of his miraculous performances on one leg.
As low as I've been on the Chiefs, I'm lower on the Texans. That's the gist.
On one leg.
Really?
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
He'll be
only
limping
two
and
Saturday
hobbling
games.
the whole game.
I thought there was 3 tomorrow.
Limping
So
and
it's Chiefs.
hobbling the whole game.
They're leaving the night to Ohio State, Tennessee is what they're doing.
Correct.
Watch.
Next up.
Hold on. As an Eagles fan, I wish I could sit Terry, but praying we take it easy this week. That's not a question. Jerome Ford or Kendre Miller at flex? Jerome Ford is a top 15 play this week. Kendre Miller is a Band-Aid going up against one of the best defenses in the league. So Jerome Ford, I think I speak for everyone there.
I agree. I would take Jerome Ford.
Jonathan Taylor or Devontae Smith, Uncle Sam, and the flex. Smith against the Commanders, Taylor against I believe it is the
Jonathan
Jacksonville?
Taylor.
No, it's
Tennessee.
Jonathan
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. Darnold or Love, we already did that. And I think I picked Jordan Love, the rest of you picked Darnold, right?
Yeah.
And then
Ronald
we have,
Eric O.
hello, Danny. Love or Mahomes?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is the listen. Everyone that's asking Jordan Love questions right now, this is the list of quarterbacks I'm starting over Jordan Love this week: Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. That's it. Those are the only 5 quarterbacks you're starting over Jordan Love this week. Jordan Love is on absolute
And
fire
Michael
right
Penix.
now. And Michael Penix, honorable mention.
Mooney, Thielen, Miller, Jamison Williams, Pacheco for flex. Who's Miller?
You got a
Kendre
lot.
Miller.
You got a lot going
Yeah.
on.
Hold
there.
on. The Kendre Miller thing, all right, guys, it's cute, And yeah, it might work. Listen to me. They're 14-point dogs, dude. I'm sorry. The Saints are not going to get rid of that. I don't like the Condre Miller thing.
In that scenario, Thielen, because Xavier Legette is out and Thielen's been good.
Thielen's gonna get after
He's getting in the targets. You think it's not going to end well for Thielen? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I think he's going to get targeted.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of targets.
Whoever's got Thielen this week better be playing him.
I'm playing. Guess what? It's this for me. This is a two-way question between Darnell Mooney and Isaiah Pacheco, and I'm going to lean Pacheco because I know he thinks Mahomes is going to have a god performance and run all over
You
the
know
field.
what's going to happen.
Pacheco
Do I
is
have
gonna
to play
get
it
a
out
lot
for
of
everybody.
carries.
I need to give everybody the scenario. They're going to be down by 3, and Mahomes is going to orchestrate an 80-yard
this
drive and run for fucking 45 of it. They're going to win at the end.
Not this
And
week.
that's what happens all the time.
Not
It's already
this
scripted.
week.
It's already done.
All right, real quick, I have rapid
It's written
fire.
in stone.
I got rapid fire. Sit 2, Josh Jacobs, Williams. I believe that's Jamison Williams, Pollard, or Dowdle. I'm sitting
Pollard.
Williams and Pollard. Yeah, you're starting Jacobs and Dowdle. Love or Mahomes? Jordan Love.
Mahomes.
Marvin Harrison Jr. or Ridley? I think Marvin Harrison Jr.
Neither.
Yeah, neither's the right answer. If you have to
Neither's
pick
the right
one.
answer.
Marvin Harrison Jr. Sit Terry
Go to
for
the waiver
Ridley.
wire.
Terry McLaurin for Ridley Jennings or who's YOLO?
Oh, you only live
There's
once.
no way.
No, you're not
I
sitting
would
Terry
sit
McLaurin.
Terry
No.
McLaurin over Ridley.
No, I think Terry
You're
McLaurin.
high if you do that.
I think Terry McLaurin's
Like
gonna have a big
Bruce.
week. Kyler or Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels.
Agree.
Brian Robinson Jr. or Thielen in the flex?
I'm gonna
That's
lean Brian
that's
Robinson.
that's
Thielen.
tough.
If it's PPR, Thielen all the way.
I'm feeling because Legette's out. Brian Robinson's going up against a good front. Myers or London? That's a great question. Aiden O'Connell is supposedly playing, which is a big boost for Jacoby Myers.
Still
Drake.
Drake.
London's had the best rapport apparently this week in practice with Penix. So
Michael
if they do
Penix,
let
the
Penix
best-
let it swing
best
this week,
quarterback
it's
in
going to
this
be.
week.
It's going to be. I think we're all in agreement there on Drake London. Hold on, we're almost done. Pick 2, Hollywood, Debo. When you guys give us long lists like this of who to pick out of the 2, can you narrow it down? Because we can't answer them as quick. It gives us much to think about. And then there's a buildup of questions, and we're trying to pick some games. So please, if you can shorten that list, that'd be great. But
How about Hollywood Brown? There's your answer.
Yep.
Hollywood Brown right
thank
there.
you. You got to pick one more.
I don't need one more. You just need Hollywood
Those
Brown.
are all
That's it.
bad guys, by the way.
What are you
Spears,
talking about?
Spears, if he plays.
I'm going Judy and Spears.
Judy and Hollywood Brown.
Purdy or Stafford? Stafford against the Jets. Uncle Sam.
Matt Stafford.
Sit 2, Jacobs, Kieran Williams, Pollard, and Dowdell.
Pollard
Sit
Dowd.
Pollard.
Yeah, if you have
Don't
Kieran
sit
Williams,
Josh Jacobs.
if you have Jacobs and Kieran Williams, you're always starting them.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs, man.
Lamar
On
Jackson
fire.
or Darnold? Dumb question. I just said it a second
Dumb,
ago.
stupid
You're
question.
starting Lamar Jackson if you had him.
You
Difficult
need to
decision.
open up the door of your refrigerator and slam your head in it.
Starduster. I feel like we answered this
answered
question
that.
already.
Sitting Bucky.
ETN or Ford? Jerome Ford is a top
Jerome
12 play
Ford
this
all
week.
the way. Do not
Start
bench it.
2, DK Metcalf, Devontae Smith, or Jacoby Myers, or that's a lot of ors. You're starting in that scenario. I feel like you're starting Devontae Smith for certain,
And Darnell Mooney.
No, Jacoby Myers for me. Yeah, with Aiden O'Connell playing, he's going against the work. He's getting Darnell Mooney or Jacoby Myers could have 15 targets.
Brock
That's all.
Bowers going to have big games.
Kincaid, Henry, or Freiermuth? That's a very good question. This week, I like Henry this week.
Henry
Henry's got a
this week.
great matchup this week, and it should be a good matchup for Drake May as well. Cup or Jackson Smith and Jigba? Jackson Smith and Jigba is a league winner at this point. I don't know
Kupp.
why you wouldn't be
Kupp.
starting him.
Cup going to have a big game.
Do I start? I know, but Jackson Smith and
Against a
Jigba has
bad
been having
secondary.
big games.
Big game against.
Do
bad
I start
secondary.
DK or JSN? JSN 100% is out pointing him and out targeting him every single week. There's no reason not to. Mahomes or Goff to start?
Goff.
Jared Goff 100% should light it up this week. Jerry Judy or Bijan or Brian Robinson? Brian Robinson for me.
Agreed.
Uncle Sam.
Robinson?
Devontae Smith or JT? Who's
Jonathan
JT?
Taylor.
Jonathan.
Oh,
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor this week.
Jonathan
Taylor.
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor's a top 5 player at running back this week. Okay, let's pick a game.
All right. Wow, that was art.
Yeah, we have to answer them quick because they roll in quick.
Next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers are heading to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Baltimore is a touchdown favorite. The over-under's 44.5. Uncle Sam. The weather in Baltimore for Saturday, 37 and sunny.
37 and sunny
Mm-hmm.
in Baltimore.
Yep.
No snow.
No snow. Okay,
I don't come back to me. On
okay.
that. You guys.
Give me Baltimore. I like Pittsburgh to cover though, so I'm going Baltimore money line. I'm going to take the over, and obviously you're going to take a Derrick Henry anytime, but I want to parlay that in with a Zay Flowers as well.
I'm going Ravens in the over. I like Rashad Bateman anytime. I think this is a big game for Lamar, and very rarely in this division do teams sweep each other. So Steelers won the first one at home. I think the Ravens win this one at home. Uncle Sam.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh in this one. I'm taking Pittsburgh and the under.
Bruce.
Give me the Ravens and the over.
Let's pick one more game before we get to the TikTok.
There's one comment on TikTok I have to get to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rocket Guy in the TikTok chat said, "Tell the fantasy Duck Dynasty that Cup's healthy zero made him unusable in the playoffs." Fantasy Duck Dynasty.
Get back with me Monday,
Adriana
and
asks.
we'll talk about that.
Adriana asked, who's a good waiver wide receiver? Adriana, we're going to pick 2 games. In the meantime, I want you to go to your waivers and tell us the 5 best wide receivers. We will pick one of them. Hurts or Daniels? If you have Jalen Hurts, you're starting him. Keon Coleman or Amari Cooper?
Murray Cooper.
Both of those guys haven't done much in the last
Amari
couple
Cooper.
weeks. Keon had the one big reception, broken coverage. I can see a scenario where Amari Cooper gets a lot of targets this week, so I'm going to go with Amari Cooper as well. Ford or Kendra Miller? You're not starting Kendra Miller against Packers D. You're not throwing that prayer, guys. I don't want to see Kendra Miller's name in my chat for the next hour. I don't want to see it, especially against Jerome Ford, who you are starting. That's not a prayer. Henry or Freiermuth? Pickens out. I thought we just picked this, but I'm Henry.
Next up,
Hold on. Oh yeah, let's pick the games. Adriana, we'll get back to you. Let's pick the games. Give me 2 games here.
the Cleveland Browns are heading to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Little in-state rivalry. Cincinnati's an 8.5-point favorite. Over/under is 46.5. Give me Cincinnati. Give me the over. Give me Jamar Chase for 2. Uncle Sam.
Dorian Thompson Robinson. You know what? Give me Cleveland in this. I'm going to take Cleveland in the over.
Dude, my God.
I think this game is going to be very closer than you guys think, but there's no way the Bengals let this get away with them now that they're in playoff contention. Give me the Bengals. Give me the under. Give me the Browns to cover. I think it's a low-scoring game, and my anytime is going to be Andre Yosivas.
Wow. There it is.
Parlay that with Jerome Ford.
Bruce.
I'm going to take the Browns in the over.
You suck, dude. You're so pink. Next up, Arizona's heading to Carolina to play the Panthers. Arizona's a 4.5-point favorite. The over-under is 47. I'm going to do it. Give me Carolina and the under in this game, eliminating Arizona from playoff contention. I'm going with the Chuba Hubbard. Chuba. Anytime touchdown. Uncle Sam.
I'm taking the Cardinals in the over and give me the let's see. The Marvin Harrison Jr. anytime touchdown.
I'm also going Panthers. I'm also going under. I think the Panthers, they're due for a win. They've been playing well enough, except for last week, and I think this is a team that they could strike while the iron's hot on this one. They have the tools to beat this Cardinals defense, in my opinion, and then conversely, they have the tools to stop the Cardinals offense. Bruce,
Dude, I love the Panthers, but I'm taking the Cardinals in the over.
You suck, dude. Next up.
I actually do. I'm a big fan.
Next up, we have the Philadelphia Eagles heading to Washington for a what is it, Uncle Sam?
Divisional game.
Philadelphia,
It's like Duck Dynasty game.
3.5-point favorite for Philadelphia. Over/under is 45.5. Lay it on us.
Taking Philly in the over.
Any props?
No.
Zola?
yeah, reluctantly, I'm also going with the Eagles, and give me the under in this one as well, because I don't think the Commanders are going to hold up their end of the bargain. Yeah, we're as Lions fans, though. Remember, we're Commanders fans.
I think that us as Lions fans are going to be happy this week because I think Washington's going to win this game. They need a big one going into the playoffs here. I think they end up getting it. I'm going to take the over on the 45.5 and I am going to parlay a Saquon anytime with a Jaden Daniels rushing touchdown in this one. He needs to get his name back out there.
My
after
boy
the
Austin
starts.
Eckler was playing. I would take Washington, but he's out.
Bruce,
Give me the Commanders.
You're deliberately splitting us, I feel like.
And
Your Brian Robinson anytime touchdown.
give me the under.
I hear you.
Adriana is looking for a wide receiver to flex this week. Her top 5 people on the waiver wire are Jacoby Myers, Juwan Jennings, Keenan Allen, Thielen, and Debo Samuel.
Thielen or Keenan Allen. Actually, you know what? Take that back. Juwan Jennings.
I would take all of them, but
They're all good, yeah.
you like Jennings over Jacoby Myers?
Actually, yeah, you're right. I don't. I like Jacoby Myers. With Aiden O'Connell playing, Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers are going to light it up against Jacksonville's defense. on
I like
Sunday.
Keenan Allen or Jacoby Myers. I would lean Jacoby Myers. Then it comes down to Jacoby Myers or Thielen for me, and I think I'd still take Jacoby Myers.
The only guy I don't like on that list is Debo. I think you probably agree with me there, right?
You have any?
Well, just because he's not going to get the targets that everybody else is going to get.
He's also been a baby back bitch. But go ahead. Do you have one you want to pick out of there? Myers, Jennings, Allen, Thielen, Debo.
He's going to pick Thielen. I already know.
No, he's gonna pick Debo because I already talked shit about him.
No, Thielen.
Thielen. That's a good one.
Defense, Falcons, Bengals, Arizona.
Falcons, Bengals.
I like the Bengals against Dorian Thompson-Robinson
too.
very reluctantly because their Bengals defense is bad, but I think they're going to convert some. I think they're going to force some turnovers.
Agreed.
Ford or White? Jerome Ford this week.
I don't know about that. I like the Atlanta defense with the Giants, dude. No?
Atlanta's defense is bad, but yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
but I like
That's a good one, and they're at home.
Tommy DeVito.
It's Drew Lock.
He's backing up Drew Lock.
Yeah.
So I actually don't mind the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons aren't bad. You know what? I'll pivot. I'll give him. I'll endorse him just so you don't have to make.
I
a
just
decision.
think that the Giants are in such disarray that they haven't been in any of these games in the last.
Don't ask us multiple questions because all you're doing is preventing us from getting to other questions. We're seeing all of them and going through all of them.
Tyrone
Please.
Tracy or Jerome Ford?
Jerome Ford.
The Tracy or Condre Miller thing, dude, get Condre Miller's again.
Yeah, we don't want to see Condre Miller's name the rest of the day.
Pick 2,
please.
Neighbors, Drake London or Brian Thomas?
Brian Thomas and Drake London, without question.
Agreed.
Yep.
Jerry Jeudy or Jacoby Myers? Jacoby Myers. Jonnu Smith or Sam Laporta?
Jonnu Smith.
I agree.
Yeah.
Jonnu Smith, if you have him as your tight end, he's going to put you over the edge. Jumping back. Next up, we have the New York Giants heading to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Atlanta, an 8.5-point favorite in this one. Over-under is 43.5. Uncle Sam.
I'm taking the Falcons and the under.
I'm gonna pull it
And
on.
I want a. Let me get my prop in there.
You didn't have one.
What's the
last time. I thought
passing
you were
prop
done.
on Michael Penix?
Oh God, 220.
Over 220 yards. Michael Penix over 220 yards.
I'm gonna take Atlanta to win this game, but New York to cover the 8.5. I like a Darnell Mooney over 50.5 yards, but my touchdown scoring prop is going to come from the Giants, and that is Tyrone Tracy Jr.
Give me the Falcons. Give me the over. I do think they're going to run the ball a lot, so I don't think they're going to let Michael Penix rip it as much as Uncle Sam says. But he's going to find Drake London at least once, maybe twice, so take a Drake London anytime. Bruce.
Give me Atlanta in the over.
Next up, we have
Divisional game.
the Tennessee Titans are heading to Indy to play the Colts. Indianapolis, a 3.5-point favorite. Over-under is 42.5 points.
Mason Rudolph is starting for
Yeah.
the Titans.
I will gladly start this one off. Give me Indy, give me the under, and give me a Jonathan Taylor anytime. Uncle Sam?
I'm going to take the Titans in this and the under. Give me the Tony Pollard anytime touchdown.
I'm going to go with the Colts and the over. I like Anthony Richardson over on rushing touchdowns, and I also like his over on rushing props. I was just telling the guys before the show because I think I'm starting Anthony Richardson this week. He goes back and forth. He has a good week and a bad week, a good week and a bad week. That's how it's been since he started. He had a bad week last week. He's at home this week against a pass defense that's been in the bottom 10 in the league for the last 8 weeks. I like Anthony Richardson to light it up this week.
Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams heading to MetLife to play the Jets. Weather Sunday in New York.
Bruce,
27 and
Colts or
sunny.
Titans?
I'll take the Colts.
All right. Over under.
Let's go with the over.
Sorry, Bruce. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
Weather at MetLife.
Weather at MetLife, 27 and sunny on Sunday. The Rams are a field goal favorite. The over-under. Do it.
Taking the Jets.
There it is.
Taking the Jets, and I'm going to take the over. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Gross, dude. That's gross. But I also like a Kieran anytime. I think he gets on the board. And I wouldn't feel all too bad about going both running backs in this and tossing the Brees one on there. But I like Stafford over the 243 yards as well.
Give me the Rams. Give me the under. I think that the Rams are also a team that's like fickle. Every other week they're good. I don't think they're going to score as much this week at MetLife on the road in the cold. Stafford struggles in the cold, in my opinion. He went into MetLife towards the end of the year last year and didn't play as well, if I remember correctly. And I think Aaron Rodgers, he's just so hit or miss, and he's going to go up against a pretty good front this week. That's why I like the under, but I like the Rams to win.
Bruce?
Give me the Jets, baby.
You suck.
And give me the what was it?
Over.
I don't have-
Over.
Give me the over. Fuck it. Yeah.
The fact that both of you go on the record and pick the New York Jets is disgusting to me.
All right, real quick. Josh Downs or Calvin Austin III. Is Josh Downs playing? Someone got benched, maybe, or not benched, but someone's out. It might be Alec Pierce. You're probably in a really deep lead. It's not loading for me on the internet. I'm trying to search it.
We are up.
We will come back to you on that one because I need to know if Josh Downs is playing. Kendra Miller or Ridley? We've asked you to not send Kendra Miller. I don't think it's close. I'm still playing Ridley. Ridley has a better. We're out on TikTok.
No, we're not.
We sure?
Positive.
It's out for me.
No, we just went out.
It says something is wrong on our end. It says.
Wow.
Well, no, because the YouTube chat disconnected.
We're back.
You're watching it via like
There's a
We're back.
delay on.
We're back. We're back.
our end.
Hi. Howdy. It's going. Here we go. Yeah, the Condre Miller thing, that needs to go away. Josh Downs, Calvin Austin. We're checking the injury report on Josh Downs. The Mahomes and Stafford situation. Listen, Mahomes banged up, and he hasn't performed great all year. I'm leaning Stafford there. Uncle Sam's leaning Mahomes because he thinks he's made of magic. Would you start Spears over Brees Hall if Pollard is out?
No.
You're still going Brees Hall.
Yep.
Well, he picked the Jets, so there's something going on in his head. It's just he's seeing ghosts. Jumping back to our next game. Did we catch up here?
I
Yeah,
don't.
we're
I
caught
can't.
up.
It's not loading for me.
Hollywood Brown, Romeo Dobbs, or Malik Washington? I'm gonna go Dobbs, but I mean, I want to see it out of Hollywood Brown before you throw him in there in a playoff situation.
Hollywood Brown's going to have a big game.
I'm back.
Evans, Cup, McLaurin, PPR. Pick one.
Evans, McLaurin, Cup.
Dude, it's Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans is getting
Mike
massive
Evans.
targets because they're trying to get him to 1,000 yards. So Mike Evans.
Pick two, Dowdle, Walker, Addison, Jennings. I'm going to go Dowdle and Jordan Addison.
I'm gonna go Addison and Jennings.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Brees Hall,
Jennings.
Brees Hall, Brian Robinson, or Jonnu Smith. Probably Brees Hall. If you have him, you're
Hall.
starting him at that point.
But you should be putting Johnny Smith in your tight end unless you have Bowers or Kelsey.
Bolo, I think you've asked this already. Purdy or Pat Mahomes?
I'm leaning Purdy. Uncle
Pat
Sam's leaning
Mahomes.
Pat.
I think Mahomes on that one. I don't love Purdy against Dolphins defense.
Hold on. I like this question from Mama Gogs. Still in the last man standing pool, but it's against my son. Can I feel confident in choosing the Falcons? I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Choosing who? Falcons.
The
defense?
Falcons. No, it's just a
Falcons,
survivor
it's a
pool.
survivor
Oh.
league. Metcalf, Cup, Marvin Harrison, Terry McLaurin, pick two. I'm going to go Terry McLaurin and Cooper Cup.
Yeah, same.
I'm same.
JSN or Myers? We're still leaning JSN.
Yeah, Myers is there's crazy upside with Myers, but Jackson Smith and Jigba is like the real deal right now. There's no way you're not starting him.
Texans, Chiefs, or 49ers defense? 49ers against Miami, I don't love that. Chiefs against Texans, I don't love that. And Texans against Chiefs, I don't love that.
I'm going Chiefs against Texans in that one. I
Yeah,
don't know why. I feel like you can get a better option
I
than
just
those
got a
three
feeling
teams.
they're going to turn the ball over. So
You know
yeah.
what? I would go Texans against Chiefs. I would play the other side of that coin because I really think this is going to be the Chiefs' fall apart.
McBride or Jonnu Smith. Trey McBride is he's one of two tight ends I'm starting over Jonnu Smith going forward. The other being George Kittle. Give me Trey McBride in that scenario. You guys?
Laporta, Jaden Reed, Keenan Allen, or PT Jr.?
Get Patrick Taylor out of there. Who? Laporta, Jaden Reed,
Jaden Reed, or Keenan Allen?
Keenan Allen,
I agree.
Darnold or Caleb. Darnold,
Darnold. Anybody over Caleb.
Darnold or Jaden
He
Daniels.
puts Caleb Williams in there. Is stupid.
Jaden Daniels or Darnold. I think it's the same. I think it's Darnold again, right?
Darnold.
Darnold's on a heater, so like why wouldn't you let it ride? Why would you be the guy to not put the chips on him?
Because they know Darnold, and sooner or later he's going to go cold.
That's your boy though.
They're just afraid it's going to be this game.
Yeah.
Outside, in the elements, at
You know what?
Seattle.
I think Jaden Daniels has a really nice week against Philly, though. I know you guys think I'm nuts, but
No, I don't. No,
No, I don't. He needs a bounce back, and
Needs a
I'm
bounce back.
hoping for it.
Jennings, McLaurin, Hill, and Wilson pick 3 PPR. I'm guessing
Jennings.
Jawan Jennings, Terry McLaurin, Tyreek Hill, and Cedric Wilson.
Yeah.
Jennings, McLaurin, and Hill. Dude, you got to play Tyreek Hill. You got to play Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill's a good
The
play
Cedric Wilson
against.
thing is done.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey,
Don't know why everybody keeps talking
the
about it.
Detroit defense is the replacement for that defensive question we had between the Titans, the Texans, Chiefs, 49ers. I'm going with Detroit against Caleb Williams.
Rocket guy, you're correct for calling me out for not mentioning Brock Bowers. Of course, he's a must start this week too. I think it's still neck and neck between him and Jonnu, but yeah, Brock Bowers is a target monster. If you have him, you're starting him for certain.
JSN over Zay Flowers, correct?
Yes, 100%.
AJ Brown over DJ Moore, correct?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
not for me. AJ Brown.
This week, yes.
AJ Brown's gonna draw. He's gonna draw. What's his face? Marshawn Lattimore, and Marshawn Lattimore gave up 0 catches last week. I think AJ Brown's gonna get shadowed by him in a
AJ
game that
Brown.
Cardinals made.
Pick 2. One of them is Jamar Chase, so obviously he's starting. Devonta Smith, Jalen McMillan, Jaden Reed.
Devontae
No,
Smith and
no.
Chase. Chase can be Jamar Chase or Chase Brown. I'm starting Chase Brown or Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith.
I would take Jalen McMillan over Devonta this week, I think.
I think Devontae's gonna draw the lesser of the cornerbacks. That's my thing.
Could
But
be.
but fair.
And
McMillan's been hot.
Washington running backs are dog shit. So
McMillan has been very
cornerbacks,
hot.
I'm sorry. Next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings heading to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Minnesota's a field goal favorite. Over-under is 42.5. Geno Smith's getting the nod after getting injured last week. Uncle Sam, what do you think?
I'm taking the Seahawks and the over.
I'm gonna go Vikings and the under. I think the rain slows both of these offenses down, and it's gonna come down to whoever runs the ball better. And I think it's gonna be Aaron Jones running the ball better.
Props from either of you?
Aaron Jones anytime. Jackson Smith and Jigba
Kenneth
anytime
Walker
as well.
Jr. anytime.
I'm going to go Seattle, and I'm going to take the over, and I'm going to go with Zach Charbonnet to score 2.
Bruce.
He's hurt.
I'm going to take
Playing.
Seattle as well. And the over.
I want
Actually,
you
the
guys
under.
to know.
The under.
I want you guys to know that I deliberately pick the teams that I need the Lions. That the Lions need to lose. I'm picking them every time to send them as much bad juju as possible.
You're putting the hacks on them.
I'm trying.
Next up, we have the New England Patriots heading to Buffalo to play the Bills. Buffalo is a 14.5-point favorite. The over-under is 46.5. Give me Buffalo to cover the 14.5 and win.
I need to know a couple of things.
I'm going to take the over. The weather in Buffalo is going to be 16 and snow. I'm going to go with a Josh Allen rusher because it's concrete, and you can throw James Cook in there too.
I'm going to take the New England Patriots and the
And-
under.
That's not funny, dude.
What?
That's not funny.
I'm not trying to be funny.
There's no
Picking who I think
if
is going to
you-
win the
if
game.
You truly think that New
16
England's
degrees.
Go,
I think that Ramondre Stevenson
Oh,
is my prop.
Christ.
Anytime touchdown.
That is out of all of the picks you have ever done on this show, that without question is the worst that you have ever made.
Let's talk on Monday.
That's your opinion.
Listen to me.
Opinions
talk
are
on
like
Monday.
assholes. Everybody has one.
No, that's you know what that is.
Okay.
That is early onset dementia, is what that is.
I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the under because of the weather. My anytime, instead of picking between whoever's going to score for Buffalo at will, my anytime is going to be Hunter Henry because I think Drake May is going to have a big game. Bruce?
I'm going to take the New England Patriots.
I'm putting the Bills into the playoff machine. I want you guys to know that.
Yeah, yes, please do.
I want you guys to be right, though. I'm pissed at Buffalo for being annoying last week. Over under, Bruce.
I'm going to take the under.
So I'm pulling for you guys, and you're not gonna like this. I can
not
see
wrong.
a scenario where the Patriots backdoor cover the
16 degrees
14.
and snow.
I can see
Patriots
14 is
got
a
a good
lot of
lead,
points in the division, so I could see a backdoor.
Don't drink this Kool-Aid.
It's not cool. It's a divisional game. They're like it
Yeah.
happens when you least expect it. The Bills, their foot comes off. Kansas City wins this week, and then Buffalo realizes they're even more out of contention for the 1 seed than before, and their foot comes off the gas a little bit.
Listen to me. This is going to be 35-7 at the half, and Josh Allen's going to be on the bench, and he's going to ruin everybody's fantasy playoffs. Next up, San Francisco's heading to Miami to play the Dolphins. Miami's a 1.5-point favorite. The over-under is 44.5. The weather in Miami on Sunday is 76 and sunny. Uncle Sam.
Taking the San Francisco 49ers in the over. You gonna tell me that's terrible too?
I mean, it's bad, but it's not terrible. It's not the New England Patriots. It's 14.5-point dogs.
As shitty as they are, they're still good enough to beat the fucking Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins. Give me the over. Give me an Achane and Tyreek touchdown. Actually, no. Give me an Achane and Jonnu Smith touchdown parlayed.
That's even better.
Mike McDaniel tends to coach well against bad teams, and I think this is one of those master loses to the student site situations. I think things are just down bad for the 49ers right now, so give me the Dolphins. I like the under in this one. I think the defenses are going to play better than we think. You had the Dolphins in the over?
Yep.
Bruce?
I'm going to take the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins. I'm going to take the over.
Do we need to jump back to TikTok for a moment?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I left it off there. DJ Moore, Chuba, Higgins. Pick one.
DJ Moore. DJ
Uh,
Moore against the Lions.
Myers or Jennings? I'm still going Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers.
Stroud, Penix?
Panics.
Low-key Penix for me,
Penix.
but there's a lot of question marks.
I'm going Stroud.
Listen, with the Michael Penix conversation, he's going to either let it rip and have the green light and they're going to dominate, or he's going to be handing the ball off a lot and they're going to let the running backs control the game and then let him make the throws on third down. It's going to go one of two ways, but I can envision the scenario where they let Michael Penix let it rip.
Atlanta D or Detroit D?
Atlanta, 100%.
Atlanta.
Mattinson, Tracy, Singletary, or Patrick Taylor need one running back. Tyron Tracy.
Honestly, I'm
Who
going
else?
with Patrick Taylor because he's going to clear cut get the most snaps out of all those guys that you named.
Mattinson, Tracy, Singletary, or Patrick Taylor?
Maybe Tracy. Yeah, I could see
I
a
think
scenario where
Tracy.
Tracy does well
No.
as well.
If he gets the carries, he didn't get them last week.
Brees Hall, Higgins, McLaurin, pick two.
Brees Hall, Higgins, McLaurin and
Higgins,
Brees
McLaurin.
Hall. McLaurin and Brees Hall.
Pick two. Oh, we already did that one. Listen, dude, the Kenneth Walker, Kendre. I mean, that is the most asked question: is Kenneth Walker or Kendre Miller? It's Kenneth Walker. It is Kenneth Walker. We're talking about Kendre Miller. Come on. Player I'm never drafting again: Dalton Kincaid. Must start two: Garrett Wilson, Jawan Jennings, Khalil Shakir.
Khalil Shakir and reluctantly Garrett Wilson.
Chuba or James Cook.
Chuba Hubbard.
Nico Collins or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St.
St.
Brown
Brown.
is wide receiver 3 on the year.
Chuba, Devonta Smith.
Oh, that's a toss-up, actually. I'll
I'll
defer
go
to you guys.
Chuba.
I can see a scenario where Chuba lights it up.
I think I would go Chuba too. Brian Robinson or Jerome Ford.
Jerome Ford.
Jerome Ford, I think.
He's the only thing that Cleveland's going to have, period.
Here we go. Kendre Miller or Kenneth Walker again.
Kendry Miller.
Is it the same
Take
person?
Kendry Miller in every league you got.
Jaden Daniels or Stafford.
Stafford.
Brian Thomas or A.J. Brown.
Brian Thomas.
A.J. Brown.
Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars heading to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. The Raiders are 1.5-point favorites. Over-under is 40.5. Vegas weather is going to be 68 and sunny. Uncle Sam.
Taking the Raiders. Raiders in the over.
Give me Jacksonville and a Brian Thomas anytime. I'm going to take the under.
I'm going to take Brock Bowers anytime.
Yeah, give me the Jags in the over. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game, surprisingly. I double endorse the Brian Thomas anytime. He's on an absolute
Did I say
heater.
over or under?
You said under.
I
said over.
meant over.
Bruce?
I'm gonna take.
What's so fucking funny?
He's just so high he can't function right.
I'm looking at his his face right now. I'm gonna take the Raiders. Let's go with the over.
Next up, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Tampa, 3.5-point favorite. Over-under is 48.5. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me the over. Give me a Mike Evans anytime touchdown parlayed with the Baker Mayfield over 247.5 yards, Uncle Sam.
Taking the Bucks in the over.
Mr. Zolo.
Yeah, Bucks in the over. I'm parlaying Mike Evans anytime with CeeDee Lamb anytime.
That's a good one, too.
Bruce?
Taking the Bucks and the over.
Next up, we have the New Orleans Saints heading up to Lambeau Field in snowy Green Bay to play the Packers.
It's Monday.
Oh, this is Monday?
Yeah, but we could pick it. I'm fine picking it.
There's 2 games on Monday.
No, that's the only one.
No?
That's the only one.
Because we have Saturday games. That's Monday?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pick Monday right now.
That
I
leaves
do.
one game.
That leaves one game.
I do. I want to put the Monday game on. Come on.
Why don't we do Monday on Monday? When we have
We do it
Saturday
right
games?
now.
And-
Maybe I'll change my mind by then.
well, that's what I'm saying, so we'll just leave it alone.
Okay.
Finally,
I'm taking the New Orleans Saints and the Kendrick Miller anytime touchdown.
you don't even know his name, dude. You don't even know his name. It's not Kendrick, dude. It's Condre.
Whatever.
Next up, the Detroit Lions are heading to Chicago to play the Bears. Lions are 6.5-point favorites. The over-under is 47.5. I am going to take the Detroit Lions. I am going to take the over. I am going to take an Amon-Ra St. Brown anytime touchdown parlayed with none other than Jahmyr Gibbs. Uncle Sam. Do you need the weather report on Chicago real quick, Uncle Sam, before you...
Yes, I do.
You the over or the under?
I'm taking the over.
Yes, I
it's
do.
going to be 31 and sunny in Chicago.
31 and sunny. I'm going to take the Lions in the under. And give me the Sam Laporta anytime touchdown.
Since that heater the Lions went on at the end of 2022, they have not lost back-to-back games. Plain and simple. It's an MO now. It's a staple of the Campbell Lions that they don't lose back-to-back games. It's something that I'm proud of. It's something that I look forward to. I'll say this much. The Eberflus Bears have played the Lions extremely close, especially in Chicago. Eberflus is gone. The Bears defense has regressed with him gone. And I think that the Lions, like I mentioned the other day, I think their offensive line, which is a little banged up. We don't know who's going to start at left guard right now or wherever Ragnow is. I think that's left guard. Ragnow might be out. He did practice today. The only person that didn't practice today was David Montgomery. I just feel good about the Lions' offensive line this week. They're at 3.2 yards per carry over the last 3 games. There's nowhere to go in my opinion but up. I think they're going to give Jahmyr Gibbs the best chance at survival. And therefore, I'm picking the Lions. I don't think they lose back-to-back games. And because I think they're going to dominate the time of possession by controlling the ground game, I think for that reason I'm taking the under. I think they're going to take a lot of time off the clock to give their defense the breather. I think that's a point of emphasis this week. I love Jamison Williams anytime. I think Jamo's actually going to get a touchdown. And I also love DJ Moore this week. He's going to pick up right where he left off. He's always been a Lions killer. So I think he's going to pick up right where he left off, and I think he's going to do a lot of damage. Give me DJ Moore anytime as well. Should be a good game for Caleb Williams when he has the ball in his hands. It's not going to be as often as you think. So give me the Lions to bounce back this week.
Bruce.
Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions, and it's right there, ain't it? I'm gonna take the over.
Jumping back to TikTok, can any of us dunk? No. Malik Washington or Chuba Hubbard?
Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard. Are we starting Scary Terry?
Yeah.
Yes. Kendre Miller or Patrick Taylor? God bless you. Probably Patrick Taylor against Miami.
I'm going to go Patrick Taylor just because I'm sticking with the theme of sick of hearing Kendre Miller's name. And remember, Kendre Miller is going against Packers defense, which is very good right now.
Jacoby Myers or Khalil Shakir? Jacoby Myers. Bench one, Bucky, BTJ, McLaurin, or Cup?
Bucky. No, Cooper Kupp.
I would go Cooper Cup.
Cooper
After that
Kupp.
0 last week. It's kind of scary.
Yep.
PPR, Harrison Jr., ETN, Marv.
Yeah, I think Marvin Harrison.
PPR, Garrett Wilson, Shakir, Jawan Jennings.
Jennings.
And Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson.
Wait, hold on. Garrett Wilson.
Shakir.
PPR.
No, yeah. Khalil Shakir is one of the best receivers in the league. I don't know why you guys are hating on him.
I
He's
just
got a
don't think
touchdown
he's
every
going to
week.
get the targets.
He's been getting the target. Last week was the week, and he led them in targets.
Madison, Abdullah, or Jerome.
I thought the backs let him in targets.
Out of the receivers. Yeah.
Madison, Abdullah, or Jerome Ford, pick 2. Well, Jerome Ford.
Toss up on Raiders back. Probably Abdullah.
I'd
'cause
probably go Abdullah.
he's been better.
Jalen McMillan or Jerome Ford. That's a tough one.
Jerome Ford for me.
I love Jalen McMillan.
Look what Rico Dowdle did 2 weeks ago against the Bengals.
That is true. That is true. Got Rodgers, Stafford, and Stroud on waiver. Mahomes is my starter. Who do I run with?
Mahomes.
Do you take Rodgers, Stafford, or Stroud over Mahomes this week? I would take one man and one man only
Stafford.
out of those 3, and it's Matt Stafford. Over Mahomes. Do it. Be the guy who's smarter than everybody else, and do it. And bench Patrick Mahomes. It's done. It is done. Okay. Mattathias Davis. He asked if any of us could dunk. I said no. He said, "Is it a talent thing, or do you just not have the desire?" I always wanted to. I always wanted to dunk. Unfortunately, not only is it not a talent thing, it's also a 5'8.5" thing. So that's never gonna happen.
40 years ago, I thought about that.
I do wish
40
I could
years
dunk.
ago.
I wish I
I think it'd be very cool to
Just not
dunk.
gonna
I do have the desire. I don't have the talent.
Bucky Irving or Luigi Mangione?
Oh, Luigi. I'm so into. Listen, that guy deserved it. Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
I can't. Yeah. Are you taking Bucky Irving or Luigi Mangione?
Bucky Irving.
Did he deserve it?
Did the CEO of United Healthcare deserve to get lit up on the streets in New York?
No, I actually think that the people that run this government all deserve it. But anyway,
Agreed.
can't single one person out.
Okay. Tajay Spears, Tyus Johnson. Kamara is out and not much to pick up off waivers besides Abdullah.
Yeah, I mean, if you have Kamara,
Like Abdullah.
if you have Kamara and you could swing Tajay Spears, he could be a good play this week.
Bucky or McLaurin. I'm leaning McLaurin. And Pacheco, ETN, or Patrick Taylor. You're starting Pacheco, brother. God bless.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, T. Higgins, or Drake London this week. If you have Jackson Smith and Jigba, he got you where you are. If you've been starting him, he's
Drake London.
wide receiver 8.
I would say it's Jigba 1, London 2, T 3.
Yeah.
Tracy, Kendre Miller, Kelsey, or Jackson Smith and Jigba. Would you still go JSN over Kelsey in a flex?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Those are the picks. Bruce, round of applause. see how long it takes him to figure this one out. There we go. He had it ready, dude. He had the flex bomb ready to go.
Kendra Miller or Ridley?
No more Kendra Miller questions.
Ridley. DJ Moore or Juwan Jennings? DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
Miller.
Kendra Miller. The answer to everyone's question is Kendra Miller.
What should I get my wife for Christmas? Condre Miller.
There you go.
That's it. Uncle Sam, do you have anything you need to add today?
No.
Solo, do you have anything you need to add?
Yeah, I think we have a couple of minutes if you want to talk about the college football playoff games.
Ooh, could we do that real quick?
Let's pick them.
Uncle Sam, are you down to do that?
Yeah, I'm down.
You're down?
I know so many IU people from Chicago that are going to that game tonight, and I think that atmosphere is going to be insane. Like the pictures of Notre Dame's campus today with the snow everywhere look so cool.
This sucks.
It's the way football's
The
supposed
Gators
to be played.
have 16 on my Tulane Green Wave right now at the end of the third quarter. 16-0. In the Gasparilla Bowl. First things first. The Indiana Hoosiers are heading to Notre Dame to play the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame is a 6.5-point favorite. The over-under is 50.
I'm going to do the damn thing and pick IU.
I am too.
Very reluctantly, I'm going to pick IU. I think they're going to turn that stadium around. I think there's going to be a ton of IU. I mean, it's Notre Dame plays in South Bend, Indiana. They play in the state of Indiana. I think a lot of people are making the drive from Indiana. A lot of people are making the drive from Chicago, which also includes Notre Dame fans. Indiana's defense is what's got them going as far as they have this year, and I think they can run the ball effectively enough to beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to have to, it's Sam Hartman. He's going to have to toss the ball around. And I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love him in the snow as much. So give me the Hoosiers. Won't be shocked if Notre Dame wins. Should be a really fun game
That's
and fun
tonight?
atmosphere. That's tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Got something to watch tonight.
That's
There we
tonight. The other three are tomorrow.
go. Unk,
I'm taking Notre Dame.
any reason or just
No,
it's in your plums?
I just like them better. I think they played better competition.
Next up, we have the SMU Mustangs heading to College Station to play the Penn State Nittany Lions. Penn State is 8.5-point favorite. The over-under is 53. Uncle Sam.
Penn State.
Penn State.
So SMU's average temperature this year in games that they play was 72 degrees. I think the weather in Happy Valley tomorrow is going to be like 16 and snow.
It is.
And they're gonna get hit by a freight train. It's not playing Clemson and Charlotte. It's not any of those stupid ACC games that don't even matter. You're going into Happy Valley in December, so give me Penn State. Big game from Jewel Air.
I just had a moment saying that was College Station. My apologies. Next up, we have the Clemson Tigers heading to Texas to play the Longhorns. Texas is a 12.5-point favorite. The over-under is 50.5 points. I'm going to take Texas. Uncle Sam, do you agree with me?
Yeah, I'm taking Texas.
I think Clemson keeps this game very close.
It's going to be tighter than the 12.5.
It's going to be tighter than the 12.5, but I think Texas just has enough. Like, Texas is battle tested. No matter how we feel about Texas, they did play in some big games this year, and I think that counts for something. Not that Clemson didn't, but Texas had to play Georgia. They had to play Oklahoma. They came into Michigan and steamrolled Michigan. And in the SEC, if you nearly win it, coming off that Georgia loss, I think Texas is just going to have a really bad taste in their mouth. Give me Texas. I think Texas ultimately covers too. And Quinn Ewers is auditioning for either pro jobs or college jobs right now, wherever he goes next year.
I think he comes back.
But not to Texas. It won't be to Texas.
I think so.
It'll be a different school. I don't think Texas wants him back.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Next up, we got Tennessee heading to the Shoe to play Ohio State. Ohio State's a touchdown favorite. The over-under is 46.
There are teams in this field that are playing tonight and tomorrow that I think could go into Columbus and win. I don't think Tennessee is one of those teams. And I still think Ohio State, talent-wise, is the best team in the country. I don't think they're going to ultimately win it. They'll probably get stopped by Georgia or by Oregon at some point. But I don't see them slipping up to Texas or to Tennessee at home. Something I'm looking out for as Tennessee fans. It's only 5.5 hours from Knoxville to Columbus, and that's not